Hey, what's going on? This is Danny again here at San Diego, California, at Let's Make It Happen. So today what I'm working on my tow truck. It's a 2011 International 4300. It got the 466 DT Max 10. No, I'm sorry, Max 410. It's a straight six diesel. And pretty much what it is, okay, my tow truck started acting up. It started, first it was a problem with the injectors, and then it started sucking a lot of oil into the turbos, and to the point, where everything started getting flooded, and it started losing a lot of power, and just all kinds of BS. It just started going on. The check engine light came on. So anyways, so what happened, okay, that the previous owner, the one who had this tow truck, didn't give no maintenance to the tow truck. So for beginners, here's the EGR. Okay, this is the EGR valve for the 2011 International 4300. And the whole EGR, it was completely clogged up. So what I did to clean it up and all that, I got some oven cleaner, which is this one here. By the way, you can pick this one up at the 99-cent store. Junior, okay, yeah, so yeah, you can go ahead and get this one over at the 99-cent store. And pretty much what I did, just got it, spray it on. Okay. Then I use this little brush right here. This one. Actually my old toothbrush. Right here though. And pretty much what I did, just got it, and just started scrubbing on it. I'm trying to hold the phone with one hand and trying to deal with the other one, so it's a little bit kind of hard, to do. But let me see if I can do something here. Just right there. I don't know if it's gonna hold. Just with this brush right here, just got it and started scrubbing on it. It's real easy. Try to go right here between the little grooves and all that. And then what I did too, that also got some hot water boiling right now too as well. And I'm gonna show you guys. Look, you can see some of that gunk right here coming out. Then right here, then I'm going to show you guys something too, because since the EGR valve, it got clogged up, and these kind of trucks, it also comes with what's called the cooler for the EGR. And I'm going to show you guys where it goes on the truck, so that way you guys could see and be able to cover all bases with these right here. Because once it starts getting clogged up and all that, your truck is going to start losing power and that kind of stuff. So look, hot boiling water, just dip it in. You guys got to be careful, make sure that you're not going to drop it in more than anything, okay? That you're not going to go ahead and burn yourself, so be careful. Okay, and look at it now. It's clean. It still has a little bit of gunk on the sides, but as far as overall, it's clean now. Is where you can go ahead and clean it up. By the way, this one, it comes with 3 seals, 3 old rings. Make sure that you guys remove the old rings before you guys start doing anything to it. Before you guys put some degreaser on it or whatever the heck you guys gonna do. Highly recommend just to use the oven cleaner. I used some degreaser for it before, and even carburetor cleaner. Just not for the, I mean, not for the internal parts, just for the hardware right here, like the mechanism. Okay, you know. Well, anyways, so that's the EGR valve. And this one here, this is your EGR cooler. Okay? And this piece right here at Dion International here in San Diego. No. Yeah. This one, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's $2,200 for this piece. And all it is just a little cooler. Okay, you know. So pretty much what I did on this one here, took it off. I put some Dawn soap on this side. And Purple Power degreaser, which is this one here. I ran out already. You can find this one at AutoZone, like different auto parts, or even like probably Walmart. You might be able to have it. You know, it's real easy to find. It's 14, like 15 bucks, 16 up altogether, and it comes with 2.5 gallons. Okay, you know. So I use the Dawn soap. Put the Dawn soap right here, and then I pour some of that purple cleaner, and then I actually let it fall down and put some hot boiling water right here. And it took a while for it to go in, but this right here was completely clogged up, the honeycomb. Now I'm going to show you where it goes on the truck. For those of you that you don't know where it goes, what part of the truck, I'm going to go ahead and walk to my truck right now, so that way I can show you guys where it goes and where to look for it. Okay, so here's the front of the truck, you know, the passenger side, and it goes right here. Let me go ahead and get this again. I want to make sure that you guys know exactly where it's at. Okay, here's the motor, and it goes right here. You see where it's missing bolts right here? These guys, that's where it goes. And by the way, that one right here, that one is the oil cooler. That one got replaced too as well, because the problem with this truck was that first it was an injector. I replaced that one, and then another injector went out, and then I replaced the other one too, $700 a piece. And after, you know, the injector that got replaced and all that, it ran good, and then it started losing power. So the problem with that was, it could be a number of things. It could be a air filter, it could be diesel filter, it could be the EGR, it could be the EGR cooler, which is the one that I just showed you right now, that it goes right here. All that could be clogged up. Okay, and there's also another piece too. I don't know if the truck is unlocked right now. It's locked. Okay, there's also another piece that I'm going to show you guys too, though, that it goes right here in this section. It's like a little elbow that it goes from here to down there, and that's for the exhaust manifold. And then up here you got the turbos. So pretty much what I did, I took the turbos apart because they were taking a lot of oil. Took them apart, cleaned them up and everything, put everything new on it, and also changed the oil cooler, replaced that too, because water and oil started getting mixed. So I thought it was a head gasket. Pray to God it's not. But that's one of the first things, you know, that you guys want to go ahead and look into before you start taking the motor apart, because a lot of the times it's not a head gasket. It could be something simple as the oil cooler, and that's your oil cooler right here. Okay, and to get to the oil cooler, you gotta remove the EGR cooler, which is the one that I show you guys that I put the detergents and all that. Okay, you know, you gotta remove that. So since you guys, if you guys gonna go ahead and replace this, and you're gonna go ahead and remove the EGR cooler, might as well either replace it if you got the money. If you don't have the money, then go ahead and just clean it up. Make sure you know that it's not clogged up. Mine, it was completely clogged up. Okay, so we took care of that, and then up here it goes to the cooler for the turbos, and we also did that as well. I bought the new oil filter, the diesel filter for it too, and the air filter, new injectors, so it should be able to run now, you know, like it's supposed to. Oh, it's locked. So let me show you this real quick. So it's real simple. You know, there's ways that you guys could go and save yourself literally thousands of dollars by knowing these little tricks. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you now the turbo cooler. And this video is for those of you, you know, that you guys are not familiar with these kind of trucks. You know, this is your turbo cooler. This one here, this one goes right on top of the radiator, and it has two hoses that it goes. One is where the pressure from the turbo, it blows in, which is that side, and then this is the return. Okay, you know, and pretty much what I did on this one too, because it was filled with oil, I also put the purple power, the greaser, and the hot boiling water on this, and just let it soak, and I repeated the same process like ran out maybe like about 7 times. And then this one here too as well. Okay, so I hope this video is going to be helpful for you guys. Any questions, feel free, you know, to ask any kind of questions, and also please subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's make it happen. Thank you once again, and God bless.